Today we are going to learn about what are the important concepts that are available in advanced Java. So in coming tutorials also I am going to teach each and every concept in core Java, in advanced Java, and also mostly in nowadays we are using Spring Boot framework along with Oracle database, PostgreSQL database. So these are the DBMSs. I'm going to cover, I'm going to teach each and every concept in these. So before going to advanced Java, we have to learn about core Java, and also we are having very important concepts like string and many of the basics JavaScript and Bootstrap. And nowadays mostly they are using Bootstrap and Tailwind CSS like CSS frameworks. And also coming to JavaScript, Angular and React frameworks. So like this, we are using different technologies in order to develop a Java application, a complete Java application. But coming to core concepts, so these are the important, very important topics in advanced Java, and we are going to learn each and every concept like JDBC connections, servlets, JSP, Java DB, web services and frameworks like Spring and Hibernate. Anyway, I am going to cover the Spring also, not only Spring Boot. So in Spring also I am going to teach each and every concept. So yeah, so these are the very important concepts or topics in advanced Java. And also we are going to cover what are the important topics that are available in each and every subtopic. Like if you take JSP, so introduction, life cycle, directives, scripting elements, expression language, implicit objects, JSTL, servlet versus JSP, JSP versus ASP. So like this we are going to cover different concepts in JSP. Coming to Hibernate, we are having the introduction, Hibernate setup and configuration, thread operations, Hibernate annotations, mapping, one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many, Hibernate query language, HQL, Hibernate native SQL, criteria queries, pagination, caching, inheritance mapping. So like this we are having different concepts in Hibernate. And also coming to Spring Core, introduction, architecture, IOC container, bean factory, application context, create simple, how do we create a simple Spring application, Spring annotations, and how do we create a Spring bean in 3 different ways, dependency injection, auto wiring, bean lifecycle, bean scope, expression language, SQL. So like this we are having Spring Core concepts. And coming to Spring MVC, previously it was Spring Core, it is Spring MVC, so which enables the development of web applications following the model view controller pattern. So this is a design pattern it follows. So coming to Spring MVC concepts, introduction, dispatcher servlet in Spring, how do we include in the first Spring MVC application, create controller, request mapping, create view resolver, create model, request parent, path variable, form handling, model attribute, validation, controller versus REST controller, exception handling, integration with MySQL, CRUD operations, like this we are having Spring MVC concept. Coming to Spring Boot, so let's say which simplifies Spring development with auto configuration, starters and embedded servers. So this Spring Boot allows developers to quickly build standalone production ready applications. So we are having different concepts in Spring Boot. Introduction, getting started with Spring Boot application, architecture, Spring Boot annotations, Spring Boot configuration, properties and the YAML file creation, dependency management, starters, RESTful web services, REST controller, Spring Boot with REST API, create a REST API, path variable and request parent, validation, testing REST APIs with Postman or Perl, exception handling, actuator, what are the dev tools, login, so like this we are having Spring Boot concepts. And also Spring Boot JPA, which is a Java Persistence API. So in this we are having concepts like introduction, project setup using Spring initializer and dependencies, database configuration, JPA annotations like @table, @id, @column, @generated value, JPA repository, CRUD operations using JPA repository, accessing database using JPA repository, query methods, pagination and sorting, using SQL scripts, integrating Hibernate and JPA. So these are the different concepts in Spring Data JPA. Spring JDBC. Spring JDBC provides a simple template-based API for database interaction. So in this we are having different concepts like introduction to Spring JDBC, project setup and data source configuration, template, row mapper, prepared statement, named parameter JDBC template, named parameter JDBC template, result set extractor, batch updates using SQL scripts, simple JDBC template. So like this we are having different concepts in Spring JDBC. Spring Security. Spring Security is a powerful framework used to create a secured Java applications. It provides authentication and authorization mechanisms, helping protect applications from common security threats and ensuring controlled access to resources. So in this we are having different concepts like introduction, architecture, Spring Security with Spring Boot, authentication and authorization, password encoding like bcrypt, role-based authentication, annotations, security filter chain, user details service, CSRF, CORS, custom login, custom logout, JWT authentication, JSP tag library. So like this we are having different concepts in Spring Security. Coming to Spring AOP, Aspect Oriented Programming. In Spring helps in separating cross-cutting concerns such as logging, security and transaction management from the business logic. In this we are having different concepts like introduction, implement AOP, example Spring 1 old style AOP, aspect annotation based AOP, before advice, after advice, after returning advice, after throwing advice, around advice, aspect J XML configuration, transaction management using AOP, cache provider. These are the different topics in Spring AOP, Spring aspect oriented programming. Now coming to Spring Cloud. Spring Cloud provides tools for building cloud native microservices including service discovery, load balancing and distributed configuration. It simplifies building resilient and scalable cloud applications. So in this we are having different topics like introduction, project creation via Spring Initializer, Eureka Server, service discovery, change default port of Eureka Server, client side versus server side load balancer, Spring Boot load balancer, Open Frame, Spring Cloud Gateway, distributed configuration which is Spring Cloud Config Server, tracing services with Zipkin, tracing services with Zipkin concept. So like this we are having different topics that are available in Spring Cloud. And also coming to Java microservices. In this we are having the different concepts like introduction, monolithic versus microservices architecture, challenges in microservices, building a simple Java microservice with Spring Boot, inter-service communication in microservices, service discovery and service registry, API gateway, load balancer, load balancing and fault tolerance, distributed tracing, packaging and deploying microservices, which is Docker basics. So like this we are having different concepts in Java microservices. So Java microservices break applications into smaller services that communicate with each other. So this architecture improves scalability, maintainability and cloud integration. Now we see JUnit. JUnit is a testing framework for Java applications that enables unit and integration testing. In this we are having different concepts like introduction, JUnit setup with modern, write test cases in application, annotations after each, after all, before all, tag, repeated test, assertions, unit testing, service layer testing, like storing service, parameterized tests, test driven development, testing for MySQL project, so like this we are going to cover each and every concept in advanced level. So thank you so much, thank you very much. This is the overall theme, the universal file system Ravindar Reddy Yampalla. So we are going to learn each and every concept in coming days about all these topics practically also. Thank you so much.